give us a holler at thelab.com.
And in the process of taking over the world, we got to strip the brain of what we've been programmed on, that you got to have a contract, you got to have all this financial backing, you got to have all this and all that to create and do things, when that's the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life. Good movie to watch if you really just want to get your mind open. Be Kind, Rewind. That's a hell of a show, you know what I mean? I ain't really fuck with it at first, but after watching it, I mean, they would take a movie and whatever the movie was, shoot it in 2 hours every day. Every day they shot a movie. Like what? With a little handheld camera. I mean, it's people out here really getting at it with the smallest, basic, most caveman, quote unquote, industry to the industry standard utensils and creating things, because the lab is one of them. I mean, we had this function, or we had this thing that we were working on called Sucker Free Sundays. Shout out to Whitey, shout out to Brian D, shout out Disco, shout out Low, shout out to Nocturnal, shout out to Hurricane. And basically what we were doing was, it was called Sucker Free Sunday, and it was just like MTV Sucker Free Sunday, where they highlighted the new up-and-coming artists, the indie artists, the unsigned hype, that type of thing. But we were giving them an opportunity to come and perform. Oh yeah, that mixtape and DVD will be out. Just hold your horses, we got it in the works. But we were giving these artists an opportunity to come and perform their songs, interview them, and then turn around and putting these things on MySpace. So before you know it, I mean, you got like 4 or 5 artists every Sunday lined up to try to get on, to try to put themselves on. Before you knew it, the talk of the town was who was going to be on on YouTube on Monday. That's because we got creative with it. I mean, we didn't worry about what we didn't have. We focused on what we did have, and we used it to the most creative way that we possibly could. I mean, we have footage of everybody on YouTube. The Lab 1523 on YouTube. Go check out our videos. I mean, everything from The Cost of Crime, In Full Motion. Shout out to In Full Motion. Michael McBride's shout out to Michael McBride. Michael McBride's Too Black, Too Fast art exhibit at Bellmead Plantation. I mean, there's such a wide variety of things that you can come into the lab and find out about, because we believe in touching all across the board, being creative. That's why the name of the show is, Are You Pondering What I'm Pondering? Because if you're not, you need to start. And if you don't, then you're just going to be left behind, and then there's nothing we can do about it, because the train is already taken off and our ship is already sailed. So, I mean, we got a circle of team. I mean, we got a team of people who are dedicated to creating new things that people haven't seen, people haven't done. We're trying to be as versatile as we possibly can to give back to the audience that says, you know what, I'm tired of the same old thing. So my last point before we go, and this is a very, very important point, and I got to give a shout out to Brian D for saying this to me, and Whitey. Show your disc jockey some love. Everybody don't know what a disc jockey is. A disc jockey is your DJ. All artists, you should give DJs samples of your songs, free albums. You should see them in the club. You at least buy them 1 round of drinks just so you can get them a positive feeling about playing your music. I mean, because if you don't give DJs love, then you don't have a DJ drama. If you don't give DJs love, you don't have a Kid Capri. You don't have a Swiss Beats. None of those famous DJs who putting out all of the hot tracks, they not there if you don't give them love. So give your DJs love. And in closing, I just got to ask you one more time, are you pondering what I'm pondering? Hosted by The Lab, da-lab.com. Go check us out. We'll be here every Saturday, same bad time, same bad channel. Shout out to all my peoples. Anybody I forgot, anybody I didn't say something to. Shout out to Ryan, shout out to Deuce. We out of here.
Give us a holler at thelab.com.